So we are going to the Malik house. This family originates from Bardwan, and this family came here in the year 1860 and settled in Kolkata. Before that, they used to stay in Guttipara, that's in the Kalna district. So they used to have their first festival over there. And this family, the festival started here in 1925. And it has been going with a lot of pomp and show. They used to have like Jatra, like the old traditional style of, it's not exactly theatre, it's a different form of theatre. Then they used to have Kirtan over here. And as time passed by, from Jatra it went to theatre. And from Kirtan it went to Ravindra Sangeet, Otul Prasad, and then modern songs. And as time passes, things are becoming more and more modern. When they used to have the Jatra, then the men, it was the tradition that women did not take part in Jatra in the old days. So it was all men dressed up as women, and they were all family members, men of the family. This family has almost 300 members. They all don't stay over here, it's like spread out. So, and now this house is very famous because it's like two of our famous film artists. They belong to this family, Ranjit Mullik and his daughter Koel Mullik. So a lot of Bengali film stars also come to this festival. And the main attraction of this festival is like the entire family, they try to come down together to celebrate. And on the last day, after immersion, like the senior member of the family, they take 8 different forms of grass to give like the holy water. And they drink shiti, it's like an intoxicating drink. And after that, the entire night they celebrate. এখানে ক্রস করার জায়গা আছে। এগিয়ে আসুন। ভবানীপুর মন্দির। So this festival was started in 1794 by the father-in-law of Rani Rashmani. Rani Rashmani, she was a very influential lady in Bengal society during her era rather. She came from a very poor family. She was daughter of a fisherman, but she was extremely beautiful. So she got married into a very wealthy family. Rajchandra Mar, the son of Pitoram Mar, fell in love with her and got married to her. And after she came into the family, their family wealth started growing. So, and then later on, after the death of her husband, she took up the family business in her own hands, which was very, very rare. Like in those days, women were subdued. But she was such a powerful lady that she controlled the entire family business. And she also created the Dakshineshwar Kali temple. Also, there is a place called Babu Ghat, which is in the memory of her husband. That was the place she created so that poor people could cremate their dead bodies for free. And she also had a lot of other social service under her wings. So she was called Mata, Lok Mata, Rani Rashmani. So after the death of her husband, she took up not only the family business but also the family festival. And she died in 1861. After that, her daughters, they got separated and they started small little festivals in their portion. Now the one we will be looking at is from her second son-in-law. that's in Bengali we call it Chondi Juddho. Chondi Juddher Bornona ache chalchitre. The house is kind of in a bit of dilapidated condition because there has been a lot of, like they have rented it out, and because of rent control they're not getting enough money from the rent, and some portions have gone into, like they have got captured by Bihari and other people who have started living around here. Also the place where the house is, Jan Bazaar, is now Calcutta's biggest spice market. So the moment we go there we see all these pickle nuts and spices, everything laid around. They were into bamboo business. So their job was to bring down bamboos from northeast, pull them through with boats and bring down through the Ganges to the plains. And later on, they got the title Dash as they grew in social strata. And also the reason they started the festival was to have a very secure position. In upper class Bengali society, it was essential to have a Durga Puja in the house. So that's the reason they started the festival. It was also a way of, I mean, they were not in very good terms with the British, but many families did it to please the British. But they did not do to please the British, they did to show their position in the society.
Dana, ego. পুরনো কলকাতার ছবি। সুপুরি
father Nirmal Chandra Chandra, and the festival was also started by him in 1877. This family, they are worshippers of Vishnu, but they also do Shakti worship. So that's why the Thakur Dalan, where the statue is kept, there is a depiction of Vishnu lying on a snake bed. And they used to have animal sacrifice at a point of time, but now they have stopped the sacrifice because once the sacrificial goat went and took shelter behind the statue of Mother Goddess. So then the family thought that probably mother doesn't want the sacrifice of another child. So then they stopped sacrificing that, and now they're sacrificing vegetables, sugarcane and ash. Okay, now this family, they are a little skeptical after COVID. So they're not allowing entire crowd to go in. So we have to go in batches, small batches, and they're not allowing a long time. So we have to quickly go in, look and come out for the next batch to go in. Bhuvane Dotto Bari. This festival started in 1855. This house, they are Vaishnavs. So here they cannot do the ritual as the worship of Shakti, who is the fight, because they are a very soft, loving religious family. So here they celebrate Durga in the form of Shiva, daughter of the house, who is coming with her husband Shiva. So the statue is very different here. Durga sits on the lap of Shiva with her children. And there is no offering of blood over here. They give red sandalwood paste and a kind of sprout mixed with it to create an impression of blood and meat. And also this family, you'll find the women of the family, they're wearing a nut and a kind of payal. So that's the tradition of the family on Shaptami, like the second day of the festival. After the banana plant, Kolabo Snan is done, they wear that kind of special jewelry. Okay, here in this house, be careful with your shoes, they go missing. Created the first house for him, and then from his seventh wife he had his own son Raj Krishna. So he created another house across the street, and both the houses started Durga festival not simultaneously. The first house started way before than the second house, because the younger son is way younger to the first one. And now, like the two houses, they're not real brothers and they're not very much close to each other. So their family worships are separate. So we'll be seeing two of these houses. First we'll go to the first son's house, Gopi Mohan's house, and then to Raj Krishna's house. So now we're going to the house of Kolkatar Rajbari, house of after the Battle of Plassey, he got immense wealth from the treasury of Nawab. Bengal's last independent Nawab was defeated by Lord Clive, and his family took the side of the British. So they got the title of Raja and Bahadur after the battle for their help to the British victory. And after that, he got the land in Shobha Bazaar area from the local landlord Shobha Ram Bosha. After which this area was named Shobha Bazaar. And he started this festival immediately after the Battle of Plassey. So even Lord Clive had attended this festival over here. Also, the festival had such pomp and show that he used to invite all the reputed, renowned singers and dancers. One of them was Gauhar Chand. And back in the 1700s, 1750s, she used to charge 20,000 for one show, which is accountable in crores and crores. And also they used to throw gold coins. One thing I have seen, not mentioned, they had the tradition of giving, this is called Kono Kanjali. Like this is a very traditional thing. When a girl gets married, she throws rice to her mother. So here they used to throw gold coins. They used to have a handful of gold coins they used to throw. But now, of course, it's not possible to have tons of coins throwing backwards. So what they have a symbolic gold coin, and every year the eldest, married member, lady of the house, she gets the Kono Kanjali. So she keeps it in a little box, and next year again the same coin is used. And also there was the tradition of flying Nilkonto Paki, like it's a bird with
Blue mackerel.
Yeah. But now it's animal conservation. It's an endangered species, so they cannot do it. So what they do is they create an idol, clay idol of it, and then they first immerse it in the Ganges before the real immersion happens. So this bird basically flies to Lord Shiva and tells that mother's coming back, so be wary. Whatever you're doing, stop doing it. So she appears the trident. Just before that, this family used to fire a cannon. So that was the signal that the other families could start the shooting. So before them, the other families were not allowed to start shooting.
চড়া রোদে দিচ্ছে
Walking from one to the other. First is Dorji Para and Mitrobari, and the second one is Chatu Babu Latu Babu. This is also very old puja. Started from 1770 by Mr. Ram Dulal Dey. He was the first millionaire from Bengal. He had an export of muslin and spices from here. And his two sons are Chatu Babu and Latu Babu. Now these two sons, they separated the business and both were very, very wealthy. So they had extreme rivalry. They used to have huge weddings for their cats, or for the cats, or they smoked cigarettes out of 100 rupees currency notes, which in those days could sustain a family for maybe a year. They made kites out of currency, flew them, lost them, and was like, okay, they're gone. So this was the way. There is one particular story which says that one of the brothers, he got a mirror from Belgium, a 20 feet tall mirror, to hang it in his dance ballroom. So the other brother got a 22 feet one and laid it in front of the house and told his horse to run over it. So he said, see, I have so much money, I can bring a mirror all the way from Belgium and just let my horse run over it. So this was the kind of rivalry, but because this is under a trust, they could not separate their puja. So they're still doing it together. And now the families are not like that. I mean, all the cousins, they are together.
জোড়া সাঁকো।